Imagine working from a beach in Bali or a cafe in Paris or just from your living room and still earning a full-time income. Now, in today's video, I'll show you the best remote jobs hiring worldwide in 2025 that allow you to work from anywhere. Now, these are legit opportunities, not scams, and companies are actively hiring right now. Stick around until the end because I'll share a hidden gem job that most people overlook, but it pays surprisingly well. With that being said, let's get right into the video. So, why remote jobs are becoming 2020? So why is remote jobs are booming in 2025? Now, there is a global shift where companies are cutting office costs and hiring remote first. Now, workers want flexibility and freedom, and remote work allows access to international talent, and that means more jobs for everyone. Now, in demand roles span like tech, creative, admin, and customer support. The opportunities are growing every year, and 2025 is the best time to jump in. Now, number one is we're going to start with remote customer service. Now, this is an entry level friendly job that doesn't require experience, and there is no experience often required. So the job types are pretty much live chat, support, email support, and phone service. Now, every big company, as you guys could know, has a customer service, and those are the people who answer your questions about the platform, anything that has to do with that company. You go to their customer service either to complain about something that is not working or about the product, etc. Now, this is basically the job. As I said, it's an entry level friendly where you pretty much respond to the customer's questions, and you be the customer support. Now, there is multiple companies that you could start with, such as Amazon and Shopify, even Apple, and many SaaS startups. Now, the pay is you get an hourly rate from $12 to $20 an hour, depending on the company that you work with. And the only skills that they require or ask of is communication and patience and problem solving, because again you'll be talking with people. And the famous thing about people's complaint is when people complain, they're not satisfied, they're angry. So you got to be that person who knows how to communicate with others and knows how to handle the situations and be patient and solve those customers' problems. Now, this is number one. Moving on to number two is virtual assistant, which known as VA. Now, it's one of the fastest growing roles in 2025, and it has tasks such as email management, scheduling, research, social media support, these kind of things. And you could work with companies such as Upwork and Fiverr, where you could list up the service as a virtual assistant, where people can come up to you for your service. And the pay rate is, some people do an hour rate, some people do a monthly rate from $500 to $2,000 a month, depending on the experience and depending that on the tasks that are demanded from the customer. And it's a great stepping stone to others, to other online careers. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Number three is content creator slash social media manager. Now, this is every Pretty much every business needs a digital presence, and that comes up to a huge demand. Now, roles that this kind of job offers are pretty much creating posts and short form videos, even managing accounts and managing analytics. Now, there's a lot of platforms that you could start with, from agencies or startup e-commerce brand, these kind of things, these kind of companies that are looking for somebody who could manage their socials. And the average pay comes up to an hour rate from $15 to $30 an hour, or even you could get up to $1,000 to $3,000 a month as a retainer. And bonuses, you could also, it depends on the experience that you have, and you could also build your own brand alongside this job. Now, this is for the number three. Number four is remote writing and copywriting. Now, this involves blogs, ads, emails, and products, descriptions, and all it need is writers. Now, it's a beginner friendly if you're fluent in English, and you could do it on platforms such as ProBlogger or maybe Upwork, Fiverr, even maybe Contena. There's a lot of platforms that you could start with, and it has high income potential. And copywriters can charge from $50 to $200 per article, or even $1,000 plus for sales pages. So it's great for people who enjoy writing or storytelling. Now, moving on to number five is online teaching and tutoring. Now, there is a massive demand for language and skill teaching online. Now, English teaching platforms such as there is VipKid, there is Cambly, there's also Italki or Italki. Now, these are platforms where you could go sign up and become a teacher there. And there's a lot of subjects that you could teach. It depends on what you're good at, math, coding, business skills. And I've talked about this specific topic on a previous video where I also mentioned that there's not a lot of companies demand a degree, so you don't really need to have a degree in that specific subject. For example, English, you don't really need to have like a master degree in English in order for you to teach English, so you don't really have to worry about that. There is some or a couple of companies that do require that, but there's also a lot of companies who doesn't require it, so you don't really have to worry about that, and you could start up if you're good at that subject. Now, for the pay, an hour pay goes on from a $10 to $30 an hour, and it's you could the good thing about it is that it has a flexible schedule, and it's perfect for a side income. And yeah, that's for number five. Moving on to number six is tech and IT remote jobs. Now these they have pretty much roles in when it comes to web development, app development, and cloud support, or even cybersecurity. Now, obviously, these require some advanced skills, and you could work with huge companies such as Microsoft and Google. And yeah, the pay is really good. It comes down from $3,000 to $10,000 a month, depending on the skills that you have. And if you learn like coding or like AI tools, this is one of the highest paying paths that you could take. And tech is the backbone of remote jobs. Like these jobs are pretty much everywhere, so you won't have to worry about employment. So yeah, as I said, again, it is a bit advanced. You will need to learn this, and it will take a bit of time, but you would not regret it. Now, moving on to the seventh one, which is freelancing and specialized skill. Now, freelancing platforms such as Upwork or even Fiverr or even like TopTool, they have high demand freelancing skills in 2025, such as graphic design, video editing, SEO writing, AI automation, and it varies from $500 a month as a beginner to even 10,000 plus dollars a month as an expert. Now you choose clients, projects, and the schedule. Now, yeah, these are what we talked about. Now, we're coming down to the end of the video. What I do want to say is companies always need sales rep for calls, demos, and closing deals. So the pay structure is to base the salary plus the commission. So the potential earnings are from 40,000 to even getting up to $100,000 a year. Now, it's perfect if you're good at talking to people and building relationships. I know it's not for everyone, but it's definitely something that you need to consider if you want to start and making money online. Now, we're coming down to the end of this video. So there you have it. It's I showed you the best remote jobs hiring worldwide in 2025. Whether you're just starting from customer support or you're aiming to high tech jobs and sales, there is a remote role out there for you and for everybody who wants to start working in remote jobs. So yeah, if you found this video helpful, please hit the button and subscribe. And if you have any feedback, please leave it in the comments section. And yeah, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Take care.